Buddy, and we're back. We're back. Hello, welcome back. We've got some music in the background. And yes, my beard's gone. Sorry, I am now 9 years old. Doesn't matter. We're all here for the racing, not James Early's facial hair. Correct? I think I'm correct. Anyway, we're back today. We got the Brazilian Grand Prix of 2000. Yesterday we all did. Well, we did fantastic, didn't we? We finished 5th. Finished 5th. That's 2 points. So we've already got 2 points on the board. Off the mark. Whatever phrase you want to use. We're back today at Brazil, one of my favourite tracks on the whole calendar. Actually, probably the favourite track. My favourite track, at least, in the whole world. So we're hoping to score some points. Some more points. I'm ready for some points. Who else is ready for some points? Hopefully we all are. I can now announce the team I'll be managing in F1 Manager with 16.9% of the votes. Aston Martin. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at the driver profile and all that good stuff. I still haven't updated that picture, or that picture up there. Where is it? Oh, how do I even point to the corner? There. Oh well. Oh, that's look James Early with his half-done facial hair. And now it's James Early. Oh, I'm 12-year-old James Early now. Oh dear. Anyway, we've had 17 race starts now. Scored 18 points. The average quali went down or up. I can't remember. I think it went down. Average race has gone up. Average championship position has gone up. But things looking good. Things are looking good. Let's have a look at the prestige. Not much has changed here. Oh, we're in the top 20 again. We went down to 21st briefly. We're now in 20th. There we go. So we've got 40 prestige points. Michael Schumacher has 1,771. So that's going to take a while. We want to get to number 1 on that list. I'm thinking about adding all the past world champions onto the list as well. What do you guys think? Because at the moment it only counts drivers that appeared in 1999 and later. But I could add maybe like those that have won championships. I don't know. Or I could make 2 separate lists. Don't know. Anyway, news. Let's have a look at the news. Here we go. Schumacher makes a splash. Michael Schumacher kick-started the season. I can't read today. I've had 2 coffees and now like my eyes are darting everywhere. Michael Schumacher kick-started the season with an easy victory in Melbourne. After claiming pole position, the German went on to dominate the race and thus has the championship lead, something he lost at the end of 1999. Could he keep it up this time? I mean, he did lead the championship last year for the first 15 rounds and then lost the championship at the 16th and final round. Come to think of it, it's kind of funny. This is race 2, Liam. Yes. Yesterday we had race 1. Anyway, the weakest link. Based on the performances in Australia, both Prost and Minardi are right at the back of the field. Rookie Nick Heidfeld could only manage 14th place on his debut, 4 laps down on the leaders. Not looking good for Prost or Minardi. Arrows fared better. Arrows did pretty good. Early points. Yeah, I was thinking of that when I wrote it, but I thought, what am I going to put for James Early scoring points? Early points. He scored points early. Early points. James Early has carried on exactly where he left off last season. Early, who had risen to prominence in 1999 with some respectable drives, now sits in 5th in the Drivers' Championship. And Coulthard's defence. David Coulthard's season could not have started any worse. The Briton stalled on the grid as the lights went out. Coulthard will be hoping that this is not a sign of things to come. That picture, by the way, of James Early with VAR and my face on it was made by Bar, who's in the chat. It's not high res enough to use in a thumbnail, but I can use it on this. So, good. Anyway, championship standings. There we go. Michael Schumacher leads. We already know this. We saw this yesterday. Jaguar are last. Kind of funny. 4 teams have scored points. We're one of them. So we're 4th in the championship. And I think realistically, BAR could battle for 4th. I think that's where our battle is. 4th in the championship. That's what we'll be aiming for at least. Anyway, let's get into qualifying, shall we? qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix. That music can shut up. We now have, how many days? 8 days until F1 Manager 22. Ooh, very exciting. And if I've missed anybody's messages, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We've got Brazil. Oh, it's such a good track. Let's go. The difficulty is exactly the same as yesterday as well. So I think that was 107%. Oh, I hope it's a good one. I hope this is going to be a good one. It'll be kind of funny if Sauber don't score any points this season. But I do expect them to score a few. I mean, they're clearly faster than... Oh. Rainy in practice. Hello, Red. Welcome. Yeah, if we have good luck, we could be battling for third in the Constructors. I think the pace... We'd need Jordan to have bad luck and for BAR to have good luck. Okay, qualifying's dry. Yes, Krabby. Still the same... Same as last season. Low stability, low traction. Load my quali setup. Last time Sauber scored was in Italy, 1998. Oh dear. A year and a half then.
Chef Villeneuve is now in pole position.
The Autodromo. That, I mean, is that the official name now? I'll just stick with, what is it, Jose Carlos Paso, or whatever his name is.
Has just taken pole position.
Okay. Right, we're a quarter of the way through this qualifying session. We'll go out and do our first run. I need to buy a BAR outfit. Hugh, if I was rich, I'd do that, genuinely. Even though in 2 weeks' time we'll be on to the next season, but that would be kind of funny. Autodromo Jose Carlos Paso, yeah, that's it. Some drivers still not out on the track yet. Both McLarens still in the pits. Both Jordans, Herberts and Button. And early, look at these 3 Brits down here. The JJJJ. My teammate right now is up in second. 11.5. I think 11.5 is the time we should be aiming for. I set an 11.9 in practice. And I felt there was a few tenths improvement. Okay, let's go. Oh, this car just looks so nice. I just love this car so much. This car is... Yes. If I could marry a vehicle, it would be this car. It is nice. And this car did feel very nice in practice. So, let's hopefully actually qualify in the top 10 this time. Is that a record? That'll be one of Crofty's silly stats when he's like, this is the first time since 1974 we've had 5 drivers with the first initial J. You think, God, David Croft, just shut up, man. Got blue flags. Blue flags for Sauber. I'll let him through. Oh, no, never mind. Blue flags for a Benetton. P8. That's a realistic aim. If we could get P8, that'd be nice. Give me a bit of a gap to the cars in front so we don't catch them. The poll today, after qualifying, will be what strategy we're on. Either a 1-stop or a 2-stop. Okay? So, all you strategy nuts out there, get thinking. I think around about 10 drivers are going to be on a 2-stop, but the rest is going to be on a 1-stop. So it might be quite a mixture. Documentary about Bobs in sports.
You're down at the first sector.
That's poor. Okay, it's a warm-up lap. I think I'm going to catch the Benetton. Let's hope it pits this lap. I think it rained here last season, didn't it? I seem to remember we missed out on points because we got a drive-through penalty or a stop-go penalty, and it was chucking it down with rain, if memory serves me right. Okay, 12.0. Average first lap. One stop. Just one.
You're down at the first sector.
Hello, Aaron. I saw your crash yesterday. That's a poor corner.
You're down at the second sector.
Okay, it's a slight improvement. Maybe an 11.8. Oh, yeah, 11.8. Okay, we need to find a few more tenths, but 11.8 is a good start. Right. You can't decide who is the real James Early. Yeah, me or the guy in the background. Oh, I do look about 10 years old, but whatever. That's fine. It happens every time. I don't shave my facial hair for a few weeks, and then it's all gone. And I think, wow, James, you look good for your age. 99 pole was 13.5. Mine was a 15.0. Yeah, everything seems a lot quicker this year. So we were 1.5 seconds off pole last year. I expect we're going to be within a second this year. Hopefully. Before I shaved, I look about 40. Thanks. Thanks, Dom. Hello, Lucky. Welcome. I've got the chat open on my my laptop next to me, so I don't have to minimize the game to do a poll or run a poll. Oh, okay. Projector conditions is overcast now, so I feel like it might rain towards the end of the session. Villeneuve, yeah, up in P3 right now, although we have not seen some of the other big hitters running proper lap times yet. How's my girlfriend coping with all these streams? Well, we only really see each other at uni anyway, so it's fine. She understands. She always joins the stream, and then she sends me a message of something I've said on the stream, and it's always something weird. So, the other day when we were racing at the Nürburgring for the European Grand Prix, I said something along the lines of, don't go anywhere yet, guys, there's still a lot of action to happen in this race. And then after the stream, I checked my messages on my phone, and it was my girlfriend quoting that for some reason. I don't know why. Funny, I guess. But, yeah. I just got sidetracked then. David Coulthard's still not set a lap. Johnny Herbert, not set a lap. Out of context James. That's a good idea. Out of context James just as its own thing. I know it's random. I find it funny though. We'll change teams for next year. Definitely. Towards the end of this year, you guys can just vote on which team we drive for. Hello, Luke. Welcome. 107% rule does not apply. I mean, I could make it apply, but that'd be a lot of effort. W. Williams. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'd rather not jump straight up to Ferrari, you know, because I think that takes away a lot of the fun. You know, if we're consistently running at the front, it takes away a lot of the appeal of racing, because we'll just be running around on our own for 75 laps, which, to be fair, we sometimes do anyway. But I think it would have to make sense as well, because I don't want to kick somebody that's like a big name. I don't want to kick them out of Formula 1. So if we went to Williams and we had to kick out, yeah, Ralf Schumacher or Jenson Button, I don't know. It'd be difficult to justify. Unless I say the rule is the only driver transfers I make are to keep important drivers in the sport. So sending Jensen Button to, I don't know, a random team in place of a driver nobody cares about. Prost, yeah.
You're down at the first sector.
So I think every season there's one throwaway driver that we could just get rid of if I needed to. It's like an okay lap so far. A very fast car behind me, whoever that is.
You're down at the second sector.
They were up by 2/10. I might have lost all that time there in that braking zone. Putting CIR drivers into career. Zsombor, you're just trying to get yourself into the series. 11.6. Build your own team. I mean, we're doing custom F1. I'll probably save that just for that series.
You're down at the first sector.
It would be a cool addition if I just added a team. I don't drive for the team, but you guys could just manage that team. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't want to overcomplicate this series. Down on this lap so far, but I'm going to finish it anyway.
You're down at the second sector.
There's a McLaren behind me. Hello, Scratchers. Sauber best of the rest and they won. Were they really? I never knew that. I always thought they were pretty rubbish. Okay, there's definitely a 10th we can find in the last sector. Definitely. Exactly, Dom. I like it as it is, to be fair. It's nice and simple. Oh, hello, Simon. Didn't see you there. Arrows continues in 2003. Yeah, just give them some funding. Just throw them onto the grid. Yeah, I'll probably keep custom F1 for the custom teams and drivers and all that, and then this one's just simple, you know. That true, Aaron, you are doing that. Just stealing your idea. Lucky my day's been good. I've just been editing, really. Okay, it still says there's overcast conditions coming. I'll wait until there's 20 minutes left in the session and we can go out and do our final run. I don't want to risk leaving it too late in the session in case rain does arrive. Okay, it said projected conditions raining. To get better reliability, increase the engine lifetime. Okay, Schumacher first, Hakkinen, Coulthard, Barrichello, the usual. We're 9th. If I could find a 10th, just a 10th, we could jump up to 6th place. Takumi Sato overtake Alonso at Canadian Grand Prix. What, 2007? I do remember that. It was like for 7th place as well. To make it more realistic, lower the lifetime variant. I mean, for a really reliable team that only retires from, let's say, 15 to 20% of races, I'd have the average lifetime of variance on 10,000. For a team that has 60% retirement rates, I'd put it down to maybe 4,500 average and variance. And then for all the teams in between, you can just kind of work it out. So all we need to find is a 10th, and we could have potentially our best ever qualifying results. I think we did get 6th place in qualifying last year. We've never got a top 5 in qualifying. Looking at a retirement rate on, say, a Wikipedia, you always got to factor in that some of them might have been due to incidents rather than mechanical failures. Does anybody here use the website Stats F1 or Chicane F1? That's a terrible corner. Okay, this lap's a throwaway. It's all on the next lap. I love Stats F1. I always use Stats F1. Although it's always in French. I used to use Chicane F1, but that's more if you're looking for specific things. But Stats F1 is fantastic. Okay, everything's on this final lap in qualifying. Down by a whole 10th, really? Oh dear. Oh no. That's gone then. That's the lap gone. I guess we're starting no higher than 9th. Oh dear. Gearing is set on race trim, Jose. Set it up in practice. That is definitely not the line. Stat F1's driver of the day is Zsombor. It's a random one.
10 minutes to go. Trulli has lost his rear wing.
Oh, Trulli's crashed.
Jos Verstappen has lost his front wing.
Okay, Verstappen crashed into Trulli. That makes more sense.
5 minutes left of the session. There's only 3 minutes to go.
That's the end of the qualifying session. Enable commentary mode. And at the end of a thrilling qualifying session, the results are in. Michael Schumacher claims back-to-back pole positions to start the season with Mika Häkkinen alongside him on the front row of the grid. The second row of the... Oh, I've messed it up. The second row of the grid. That doesn't make sense. Coulthard starts third. Barrichello fourth. It's an all-Jordan affair on the third row of the grid. Frentzen ahead of Trulli. Villeneuve once again qualifies in 7th place, just outside the points finishing positions. Ralf Schumacher in 8th. James Early is the final driver within a second of pole position in 9th place. The Jaguar of Eddie Irvine impressively in the top 10. Mika Salo once again impresses in qualifying on his return to Formula 1. He's in 11th for Sauber with the Benetton of Fisichella in 12th. The second Williams of Jenson Button qualifies 13th with Verstappen in 14th with his teammate De La Rosa in 15th place. The second Sauber of Pedro Diniz sets off from 16th. Then we have Wirtz, Herbert, Alesi, Mazzacane, Heidfeld, and surprise, surprise, Marc Genet is last. Hello, Alpha. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, let me do a poll. Right. If you want to vote, shall we do a 1-stop or a 2-stop? Strategy. 1-stop. 2-stop. Ask. I have to do it on my laptop because I'm minimizing the game. I'm scared I'm going to mess things up. And there'll be a black screen. And, you know, I'm supposed to be a professional streamer, guys. Let's go to next session. You can vote. You can vote 1-stop or 2-stop. I'll stay and warm up for maybe a minute. We're starting 9th. Starting 9th. Put the option for 3 for next race. Yes, we can. I just knew that nobody's on a 3 stop for this race. So I figured I'd just put 1 or 2 stop for this one. 31 degrees track ambient. Now, let me go to the actual race session. It's overcast. Everybody's on dries. But that might mean there's a bit of rain, you know, around. 31 degrees ambient. 35 degrees track. 4 stop like Schumacher. I don't think I have the skill to pull it off. Right, okay, I'm ending the poll. End poll. What was everybody saying? Oh. Okay, there we go. 2 stop. 62% say 2 stop. We can do a 2 stop. Stop, thank you. Oh, well, let me actually load the setup. That would help. So we could just go 2550. Yeah, that's nice. 62 plus 37 equals 100. Yeah, something's not right there. Button did the Chad 7 stop. Was that in Canada? Okay, we'll go 2550. I like that. Nice and straightforward. And then the final would be, what, 21? Maybe we can extend the stints, depending on, you know, the fuel consumption. But guys, it is time. It is the time. It's race day. And it's race time. Commentator James enabled. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2000 Brazilian Grand Prix is next. Let's get it. Let's go.
Welcome to Brazil for round 2 of
it might
the
rain.
2000
It might rain.
FIA Formula 1 World Championship. Weather-wise, it's pretty overcast, with occasional drizzle making things very tricky out
Weather-wise,
there.
it's pretty overcast.
Schumacher first.
It is Schumacher first.
Second. Coulthard third.
He won the first 2 races of 1999.
Fourth.
Joanne,
Points
nobody
out
knows.
Thompson
It's an
fifth.
uncredited role.
Trulli consistently outpaced his championship rival, the BAR driver.
I'm certain it is not
Villeneuve just got
Rosenthal.
the edge over his
Certain.
teammate. He starts from 7th.
Hello, Jax. Welcome, just in time.
8th. The BAR driver endured a lackluster
Oh,
qualifying
come on.
session
9th place isn't
and
bad.
faces a tough start in the midst of the chasing pack. He starts 9th. Eddie Irvine, 10th. Mika Salo, 11th. Fisichella, 12th. Jensen Button, 13th. Jos Verstappen, 14th. De La Rosa, 15th. Pedro Diniz, 16th.
Dom, are you just making that up?
Wirtz, 17th.
No, it's not Rosenthal. I know
Johnny
it's
Herbert,
not.
18th. Jean Lacey,
I literally
19th.
asked Rosenthal. He said no.
Mazzacane, 20th.
Although, he's quite odd.
Heidfeld, 21st. Genet, 22nd.
The helicopter was going backwards in the background. That was weird. Okay, let's go. Race time, guys.
Coulthard has lost his
Coulthard again!
Schumacher has lost his front wing.
You are kidding! We'll take a replay of that in a second.
Trulli is unable to continue. He's retired.
What is up with David Coulthard? Okay, what's going on there? What is going on there? Right. Why is everything so low poly in this view? Bloody hell, what is this, like F1 1990? Okay, Coulthard stalled and Trulli stalled. So Frentzen ran into the back of Coulthard. Somebody ran into the back of Frentzen. So both Jordans out. Who else is... Ralf Schumacher loses a front wing. Mika Salo loses a front wing. Jordan's rolled onto his back. Submissive Jordan. What is it doing? There's wheels in the background flying around as well. Oh dear, there's more. There's more. Oh no. There's a Benetton's taking flight. That's Verts. Who else? Surely there's more cars involved in that. There's an Arrows of Jos Verstappen missing a front wing. Okay. I think that would be a red flag in real life, but hey, gotta take what's coming to us, you know. The good and the bad. The rough with the green, or whatever the saying is. We're 5th. That's a good start. Good start. Success. That's crazy. Could we get another podium? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, because we don't know what our reliability is going to be like. But I'm pretty sure most drivers are on a one-stop, so we should have a pace advantage.
Jordan, already in the pits.
That's true, Wargiven.
Williams, already in the pits. Zsombor, already in the pits. Villeneuve is running fourth.
How many drivers did that involve? I think about 8 drivers were involved in that.
Benetton, already in the pits.
I might have a look at the stall rate in the files for next time, just in case they are a bit too high. Good start though. Lap 2. We're in 5th. 4th and 5th for BAR right now. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff we like. But you can... the car number graphics. You mean the graphics I'm using for this season? Like the different graphics? Coulthard could potentially be 20 points off the championship lead after today. Della Rosa is in 7th. Yeah, it's only for this current season, because of course BAR did not run 11 and 12 in real life. But because of the Constructors' Championship last year. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're talking about? Benetton, yeah, not a good start to the season for them. I think we'll come across lapped traffic soon already. It's kind of funny. About lap 10 we'll do a full race update, see what strategies everybody's on. See who's on the 1-stop and the 2-stop. So right now, I'm not... Yeah, I'm not all over the back of my teammate. So does that indicate he might be on the 2-stop as well? We're 10 seconds ahead of Irvine though. In a few laps we might be a pit stop clear of 6th place. Oh gosh, so much understeer there. I keep turning in too late. Oh, back markers. I can see him. It's a Benetton being lapped on lap 4. Rain is not expected. It started as overcast. But there was no rain on the ground, so I think we're okay. Go on, Villeneuve, make it past quickly, mate. Oh, be careful. On to lap 5.
Villeneuve is running fourth. Is right in front of you. You're running fifth.
He might be a one-stopper. Or maybe he's got damage. You never know. Just got to stay close to Villeneuve. If the top 3 are on a one-stop and me and Villeneuve are on a two-stop, that might explain why we're not being dropped by the Ferraris and McLarens. Even so, 5 is 5%. 17 race season. Yeah. Just what are the chances of that? Back-to-back races, back-to-back stalls. Pretty crazy.
Villeneuve is running fourth. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fifth.
Can somebody explain to me why there's like a massive F1 racing scene on Roblox? Now, I haven't touched Roblox, I don't know, maybe since 2015, so what's that, 7 years? But every time I go on YouTube, I get recommended a Roblox Monaco GP video or season trailer for the Roblox World Championship 2022. Why? I'm so confused by it. And when I go on my analytics, it says people who watch your channel have also been watching these videos, and it's like Roblox, like Spa 1990 onboard lap Roblox. I'm so confused. I thought Roblox was a game where you like worked in McDonald's Tycoon or something.
Just put up the fastest lap of the race. Villeneuve
Or my personal
is running
favourite,
fourth.
Escape
Less
the
than 3
Sinking
seconds
Titanic
ahead.
ship.
You're running
That was a fun
fifth.
one. Robo World Series, oh gosh. And I've also heard that you have to like pay for some of the mods in Roblox. I swear last time I played everything was free. So are people genuinely making money off like F1 mods? Surely that's illegal. Alright, Daniel. A NASCAR Roblox video game. So is Roblox no longer a game, it's just a... what, like a, what do you call it? An engine? Is that what it is? GP2 Roblox Championship back in 2014. I'd put that on my CV when I go for a job interview. Mr. Early, it says here you were second in the GP2 Roblox Championship back in 2014. Can you tell me a bit about that? They got rid of the oof sound. That's the best part about Roblox. Bass boosted oof. Can't believe oof's gone. That's all the slightest chance of me downloading Roblox again has just disappeared. I can't hear oof. Roblox Sim Racer debuts therefore climbs the ranks. Williams announced a signing of, I don't know, some random guy. His background is he's a 7-time Roblox Grand Prix world champion. TTB, how you doing?
Villeneuve is running 4th. Is right in front of you. You're running 5th.
Oh, the oof, really? The oof was copyrighted. Oh dear. So Benetton absolutely causing carnage. Is it? I think it's Fisichella. Just trying to send it back up the inside of Villeneuve. Imagine telling people you were the oof on Roblox. I voiced every single Roblox character ever. You get paid in royalties. For every oof, you get like half a cent. Who's that? It's Verstappen, isn't it? Yeah. This is giving me a run on Villeneuve. Can we send? Can we send it? Oh! I knew he was going to close the door there. Okay, it's lap 10. Let's do a full race update. Okay, let's have a look. So, we have first place, Schumacher. He's on a one-stop strategy. Second place, Barrichello. He is on a two-stop strategy, 13 laps of fuel remaining. Hakkinen on a one-stop. He's got a massive 36 laps of fuel left. Villeneuve is on a two-stop, 14 laps of fuel. I'm on a two-stop. Irvine is on a 1. De La Rosa is on a 2. He's 18 seconds clear of Button, who's on a 1-stop. Then it's Deniz, who's on a 1. Herbert on a 1. Mazzacane on a 1-stop. Alesi on a 1-stop. Sarlo on a 1. Heidfeld on a 1. Genet on a 2. Verstappen on a 1-stop. Although all of these guys now did pit on the first lap. So I think their strategies might be slightly changed. Like, Fisichella's got 121 litres left. Wow. 124 left for Wirtz. And we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 retirements already. And we're already a pit stop clear of 6th place. So the two-stop has worked out already. It's already a successful strategy and it's only lap 10. Oh, it's working. Okay. Roblox is an interesting concept. I used to like the tycoon sort of games on there, where you had to make something like a business. TTP. Is that a Roblox racing league? Top 3 fave drivers. Svixen, is that all time, or are we talking about? Barrichello's been let through by Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher has moved into the lead.
Then he's overtaken again. What? I thought he was going to say Schumacher's retired or something. There's more back markers. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate? We've got multiple experienced Roblox drivers in the chat now. They're all revealing themselves. All-time fave drivers. I don't have a list. I just don't know. Okay. I'll have the position. You want to give me some space? Space would be nice. Right, that's a position gained. You bought iRacing. I saw that. I saw you said something about that in the Discord. iRacing's good. You do need to invest time in it though.
Hakkinen is running third, about 5 seconds ahead.
And money.
You're running fourth.
And then a bit more time. And then a lot more money. Yeah, Mark, I saw that in the CIR chat. Was it last week? How's the recovery? How's the recovery going? Hello, Parrot. Welcome. We're in 4th place after a crazy first few laps. You're saying lap record? Wait, Aaron, what's your I rating again? Well, I used to be good in F3. I was always in the top. I was always in the top split, you know. Yeah. I was winning races each week. It was going well.
Hakkinen is running third, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
But then I enjoyed doing the GT3 racing more, but I'm so bad at it, so I lost a load of I rating. 3,300. Yeah, I got mine up to about 2,500, I think. All back markers. Oh my gosh. Who's that? Heidfeld. My issue with iRacing is it would not be as expensive as it is if they offered those big discounts to current players as well. You know, when you're like 75% off year subscription. Oh my gosh. But it's only for new players. That's a bit scary. Hakkinen's only a second and a half ahead now because of the back markers. Where's my facial hair? Disappeared. I woke up and it was gone. I know, I just woke up and I felt a bit lighter. I jumped up and I thought, wow, I never normally get out of bed that quick. What's going on? I felt the chill from my bare skin. Well, unless I have a lot of money, I won't be playing iRacing anytime soon, which is sad because I do very much enjoy iRacing. But it's just, for me, I can't really spend any money, so... Maybe once I finish university.
Hakkinen is running third, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Making bank with these streams, yeah. I think I make about £1 per stream on average. Something like that, maybe £1.50. Which isn't bad at all, in my opinion. But it puts things into perspective. You know streamers who have let's say, an average of 10,000 viewers, how much they must be making from just streaming. Absolutely ridiculous. Who's this we got in our way? No, no space there. One Jag, move. It's Herbert, I think. Yeah. Get a sponsor. I would not know how to do that.
Hakkinen is running third, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Jax, even if we managed to collect enough money to enter the F1 grid, we'd have to be accepted by a unanimous vote from all the other teams, which, as we've seen with Andretti, is pretty much impossible. Unless you're a major manufacturer. I don't know. I didn't actually watch these seasons back in the day. Well, during the 2000 season, I was like 0 years old, so I don't know if Herbert was actually, as you say, washed. I think my business email address, I haven't changed it for years, is Gourmet Peanut, so that's probably putting everybody off. The only companies I've ever contacted is Frontier about F1 Manager, and my emails never got a reply.
Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's like that thing is, it's easy to make a lot of money if you're rich. You know? Say if you inherited a lot of money and you want to, I don't know, start up a business, run a startup. It's much easier to make money and get investors involved and all that if you already have a lot of money. Because it makes sense, but at the same time, the world's not fair, obviously.
Hakkinen is running third, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Oh, lucky, thank you very much. We'll put that towards our F1 startup team in 2026. How about that? Thank you very much. Raid. Oh, guys, let's pause this race so I can introduce you to Raid Shadow Legends. TTB's going to make the livery. Okay. Everybody needs a job for this F1 startup. Yeah, and Clean Air Hakkinen is just pulling away, but that's to be expected.
Hakkinen is running third, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
I can already tell when I stream F1 Manager and I make even the slightest bad call, like bring in bring in Lance Stroll in for brand new soft tyres. Everybody in the chat, no, you should have put him on mediums, you should have put it on. Oh my gosh, why do you? Oh, like that. I can already tell it's gonna happen. Look, he can make coffee. Jax is self-appointed technical director. Ooh. Sorry. Busy daydreaming about a made-up Formula 1 team. Almost crashed. And Villeneuve is closing in on me. I have a feeling Jacques Villeneuve might be slightly quicker than me. Doing an apprenticeship as a graphic designer. That's cool. I've done a bit of graphic design in the past. Not an apprenticeship or anything, just kind of, you know, hobby kind of stuff. Come on, Aaron. No Twitch sub on YouTube. Will F1 Manager ruin your F1 Challenge live stream? It depends what you count as ruin. They'll just have to be on separate days. When F1 Manager comes out, I'll definitely be playing that for maybe 3 or 4 days straight. And then I'll just alternate. Depends. If F1 Manager turns out to be rubbish, I might not touch it after the first few days. I'm scared of getting my hopes up now that I've seen some of the gameplay, because I was so hyped for the game. But some of the features and the look, some of the things I've seen, have slightly put a dent in my hype.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Side by side, Jax, yeah.
Hakkinen is running third. About 3 seconds
Split
ahead.
screen stream, one side F1 Challenge, one side F1 Manager. Good singing there, Joanne. Oh gosh. Let's get up my corner. Jax, I've got like 250 hours on Motorsport Manager, but I wouldn't consider myself ever invested in it. Purely based on some of the reasons I've already stated. The fact that all the tracks are fake tracks. Everything's not real unless you mod it. And then again, when things are modded, unless they're made by a professional team, there's always that doubt that, is it balanced? It's not official. So, is it really balanced? Timo, hello. I qualified 9th. And about 8 drivers were involved in a crash off the start line. The things I'm worried about in F1 Manager, firstly, I know they've addressed this issue apparently, but the driver development, the gameplay we saw of 2030, only 3 or 4 of the drivers on the current F1 grid had retired in 8 years' time. Drivers such as Magnussen was still on the grid. Bottas was still on the grid. None of the randomly generated drivers who had been generated for the past 8 years had made it to Formula 1. Just strange. The F2 and F3 drivers, like Piastri, was still a reserve driver in 2030. No, not good. Another thing, you could only look back at the previous 4 seasons of results and statistics. Can't go any further back than 4 years for some reason. I don't know why. And my thing that I love about Formula 1 is stats. I love looking back at things that have happened in the past. And if that's taken away from me, half of the fun has been taken away from me. That was another thing that was rubbish about Motorsport Manager. You couldn't look at in-depth stats of somebody's career. You could just see how many races they had, how many wins. That's not good. I want to look at, you know, their lap time average for the race that happened 10 years ago, or you know, stuff like that. You can do that in Football Manager, which is the massive pull of Football Manager for me. There's so much stats, so many stats. So I'm just hoping F1 Manager fixes that. I'm hoping they fix it before release, because surely they must think about that.
Ferrari are ready in the pits.
I understand why there isn't a create your own team in the first version of F1 Manager, but I do hope to see it in future versions. I'm hoping, I mean, it's developed by somebody who's never developed a, you know, a motorsport game or an F1 game, but they're management simulation specialists.
About 5 seconds ahead.
Another thing that I find annoying, which I found annoying about Motorsport Manager, is why do you get the option to control your driver's usage of like ERS and their deployment of ERS? That's so unrealistic. I don't want to micromanage both drivers in how they drive the car. My job is a manager, not to drive the car. It's so annoying. You do that on Motorsport Manager as well. You have to use how much they're going to push at the start, how much, you know, fuel burn they're going to use, and how much energy management or saving they're going to do. You wouldn't do that as a manager. That's down to the driver and their race engineer, not a manager. I don't get why that's a thing. And as soon as I saw that in the gameplay, it really annoyed me. If that is an option to turn off, I'd probably turn it off. I like all the behind the scenes things, like, you know, developing the car and setting up the race strategies and all that. But micromanaging the driver and how they drive the car is very, very unrealistic, because a manager's job is not to do that.
Hakkinen is running second, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running
I think
third.
as a manager of a Formula 1 team, your job is more overseeing that everybody's doing the correct thing. So the race engineer is controlling how the driver is, you know, driving the car, which is more realistic. We could go to next lap before we pit. We'll go to lap 26. How am I third? Oh, Barrichello must have gone into the pits. Yeah, Barrichello's been into the pits. He's 30 seconds behind. It would be boring. I find it boring micromanaging things that you wouldn't micromanage in real life. But that's just me. I like watching the race and seeing how my strategies unfold, because you'd still make the calls of when to pit a driver. You just wouldn't micromanage, you know, their ERS deployment.
Crew ready.
I'm not pitting. Good luck, Wargiven.
Hakkinen
You might
is
die.
running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Exactly, delegation is a good thing in F1 in Football Manager, because I don't want to run the training. I like being a hands-off manager and managing things, you know, more what the director of football would do, rather than being a manager on the training pitch. We could potentially get a podium. Oh, we do need to pit this now.
Arrows are ready in the pits.
Is this better than F122? In my opinion, yes. But it's purely down to what you want in a racing game. Because there's unrealistic bugs in this game, which you'd find annoying if you're jumping from F122 to this. But then you'd see features in this game and think,
Minardi
this game
are
came out
ready in the
19
pits.
years ago. How was F122 not doing this? Such as what you're about to see, which is, of course, controlling the car in the pit lane, which for some reason modern F1 games does not have. Okay, that shouldn't be speeding. We should be fine.
Hakkinen is running second, about 10 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Mark, I'll probably not return to CIR. I don't like F1 Challenge Online. Sorry, I missed a lot. Wooden platform. Sorry, Dom, I missed lots of messages. I'm a terrible reader. This is why I don't read books. Is that my teammate? No, that's a lazy. Or Salo, sorry. I find it funny how two moderators are both called Dom. How am I supposed to differentiate? Oh yeah, we can do a full race update in a second. It's nice and wholesome, guys. Okay, full race rundown. Shall we have a look at what's crack-a-lacking on the grid? And I can catch up with chat as well. Okay, we've got Schumacher in first. He's not pit yet. Hakkinen in second, who has not stopped. Barrichello in third. He has been into the pits. You're a Dom 2 kind of guy. Domist. That's hard to read. Then we've got me in fourth. My teammate in fifth. Irvine in sixth, who has not been into the pits and is 22 seconds off my teammate. De La Rosa in seventh. What? Okay, if Wooden Platform's Dom 2 and Ise's Dom 3, who is Dom 1? It's a good question. Button solidly in 8th place on only his second ever race in Formula 1. Deniz, Sarlo ran out of the top 10, so two Saubers in the top 10. Remember, they did not score a single point last year. Yeah, Timo, that's annoying. That is annoying. Then we've got the Jaguar of Herbert. Fisichella, Verstappen, Mazzacane, Alesi, Burt, Heidfeld, and Genet right at the back. Yeah, we've got one Dominik with a C, one with a K. Oh my god, user is Dominik as well. Brilliant. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay, back to racing. I always forget that both Herbert and Alesi were driving in the 21st century. And then the whole population of the Dominican Republic racks up onto the stream. One retirement up ahead, we could get a podium. Did Alesi have options from other teams instead of joining Prost? Or was Prost the only option? Domenico, I can never say that word. Sciattarella. Sciattarella, it just sounds so strange.
You're running fourth.
Domingo, Domenico, Dominik. What a name. Schumacher wanted him as teammate over Barrichello. Now that would be a strange alternate reality. Alesi in a Ferrari in 2000. I feel like Alesi was... How old was he in 2000? He must have been quite old. Maybe about 35? $36, yeah. $10 million a year. I'd happily take $10 million a year to drive a to drive a shit
You're running
box.
fourth.
He grows grapes now. Is that a fall from grace? Should I say a fall from grape? Oh dear. Is that Prost getting lapped? Thank you. I think whoever drove the Williams in 96 or 97, regardless of whether they were a World Championship quality driver, had a good chance of winning the championship.
Is running third, about 10 seconds ahead.
I mean, the fact that Villeneuve could win a World Championship. I know Villeneuve was good, you know. But I never thought that Hill or Villeneuve were ever, you know, top of the, you know, best of the best. Yeah, like, that doesn't suggest, if he keeps binning it, that never suggests that they're a, you know, top tier driver. I don't know, in the late 90s, I think there's quite a few seasons where the driver didn't match the car. He had such a good car, but maybe not the best driver.
Is running third, about 15 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Hello, Particle. Who is this? Jensen Button. Jensen Button. Get out of my way, you rookie. What a noob. Stick to British F3. Forgot about all the grass on the sides. Oh, you mean on the circuit? There is a lot of grass.
Is running third, about 15 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Villeneuve's a very interesting character. Quite a polarizing figure. Jensen Button Bridge. Imagine having a bridge named after you. If you could have something named after you, say you were a famous person, I don't know, maybe a famous athlete and you achieved something really good, like a Formula 1 World Championship, and you had to have something named after you, what would it be? I'd like to have a drink named after me.
About 15 seconds ahead.
A drink that
Running fourth.
when you taste it, sums up me. You think, you know what? This is James Early. A sport. A lollipop. What? I was hoping for some serious answers, not a toilet seat. Amazing. A bakery. Okay, that's good. Ship's a pretty good one.
Schumacher has just put up the fastest
Stadium
lap of the race.
car. The James Early vehicle. No, that doesn't make sense. The James Early machine.
Barrichello has smoke coming from his engine.
Ooh, Barrichello is out. He's blown the engine. Barrichello's out, guys. Podium? Did somebody say podium? Okay. Okay, don't mind if I do. HMS Foster. That would be pretty cool.
There's a spin in sector 2. Watch
That's
for the
huge
yellow
if
flag.
true. Oh no, Paul Barrichello.
Is out. He's blown the engine.
And now that's third and fourth for BAR. Johnny, don't jinx it, man. Don't jinx it. Oh yeah, Pedro De La Rosa into the points.
About 40 seconds ahead.
Did he score points last year? I think he did, didn't he? Yeah, he scored points at San Marino last year. Aaron, the reason I said it last time was because you put that exact thing in the chat. I'm not saying it again. Get out of my way, Verts. All the lapped traffic is keeping me ahead of Villeneuve because he's definitely quicker in clear air. The first victory, imagine that. To be fair, we'd only need 2 more retirements. Villeneuve has smoke coming out of his engine. Yes, we are driver number 1. We have the number 11. Villeneuve has number 12.
Hakkinen is running second. About 40 seconds
Coffee.
ahead.
James Early Coffee.
You're running third.
That's cool. The circuit Gilles Villeneuve only sounds good because his name's cool. I'm just thinking, if I was Jacques Villeneuve and my dad had a circuit named after him, it just wouldn't sound cool at all. Or me, if I had a circuit named after me, the circuit James Early, it's just... Nah, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Track the James Early. Autodromo James Early, or Autodromo James Temprano. I'm not French Canadian, that's true.
Hakkinen is running second. About 40 seconds
The early
ahead.
ring doesn't sound too bad.
You're running third.
Circuit Autodromo de A-Jams. Not bad. The early 500. Gonna host my own version of the Indy 500, avoiding copyright strikes, and call it the early 500.
Michael Schumacher has just put up the
Ah.
fastest lap of the race.
I don't want to wish misfortune on him, but I thought I was going to be Michael Schumacher has a problem with his suspension. Do I have a middle name? Yes, I do. Can anybody guess what my middle name is? It's 1 syllable. It's a standard English name. 1 syllable. 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 1 syllable It's not James, though. Yes, Takumi. Barrichello retired. Oh, Aaron, yeah, you guessed it. George. Did you already know that?
Already in the pits.
James Early.
Is running second. About 40 seconds
No, it
ahead.
is George. George
You're
Early.
running third.
I am a Russell fan, but it wasn't because my middle name's George, because I never use my middle name for anything, so...
Michael Schumacher has just put
Oh,
on the
fastest lap again.
of the race.
George Early from now on. Used to have a guinea pig called George. Yeah, Mark, what gives away your middle name? I wonder. That's good, War given. 0x is very important in rookie fire racing. James Nerley. Or Nearly? Oh yeah, James Nearly, of course.
Hakkinen is running second. About 40 seconds ahead. You're running third.
So we're not too far away from being a lap down. Yeah, Coulthard retired. He stalled the engine. He stalled the car, should I say. At the start. Why is Hakkinen so far away? Because he's faster than me. Pure pace, that's it. Got Minardi. Discount Jordan in front. Yeah, DC retired. He stalled on for the first two races of the season. Mark, I do not. I cannot remember anything from CIR.
Hakkinen
I've got
is
terrible
running
memory.
second. About 45 seconds ahead. You're running third. Schumacher, the race leader, is entering the
Okay,
pits
Schumacher
now.
into the pits.
Hakkinen has taken the lead. Irvine has retired in sector 3.
Ooh, Irvine out. Does that mean De La Rosa into 5th place? We'll have a look at the replay in a second. As if we've gotten out to pit again. Imagine if he's not been able to pit again. Because that happened last time, didn't it? Oh, no, he's actually retired on the circuit. Oh, yeah, that's brake failure. Oh, dear. Nice little tyre marks. Nice. Okay. Can I make a special helmet for the British or Monaco Grand Prix? I could do. I was thinking about doing one for last year's British Grand Prix, but I forgot. I was about to unpause the game then. That's not me. That's me. Safety car, safety car. Keep your delta positive. I've done that in the past, unpausing on a different car. I've done every classic F1 challenge thing you can think of. I've probably done. I've got to have at least maybe 2,000 to 3,000 hours on this game. There's probably not much I haven't done. There is no safety car, not even a mod for it. It escaped so many times. Surprisingly, I never did that, only because I never was using the keyboard. I was just using a steering wheel. Like starting on Inters on a monsoon track. Yeah, we've been there. Oh, there he is, Irvine, in the grass.
Schumacher is running second, about 25 seconds ahead.
About 42 out of 71 already. Yes, I think De La Rosa's in P5 now. De La Resta, yes, of course. Paul De La Resta, or Pedro De Rosa. Hakkinen in the lead then, because Schumacher went into the pits. Hakkinen is still not stopped though, he's on a 1 stop as well. Boatson might be in top 10. We'll have a look at a full race update soon. What would I do if a seagull comes into my house? Oh, I don't like... Seagulls are the worst birds.
Schumacher is running second, about 25
I've had a few
seconds
pigeons in
ahead.
my house before.
You're running third.
So we've got a chimney, and we heard a noise once. This is years ago. I heard a noise in the chimney, like a rustling, and I was kind of scared, thinking, I don't know. I was a child, bear in mind. I thought maybe, you know, a burglar had trapped himself in the chimney or something. So we got the front cover of the fireplace off and undid the back of it, and there was a pigeon just sitting there. And underneath the pigeon was multiple other dead pigeons from years gone by, just down to a skeleton. So I don't know if it's a common occurrence for pigeons to fall into chimneys. Not sure.
Arrows are ready in the pits.
The doll behind me. Wait, who's asking about the doll?
Second, about 25 seconds ahead.
Okay, for those who don't know,
You're running third.
sitting in the chair next to me is James Jr., a miniature version of myself. My girlfriend bought it me for my birthday. I think the traditional thing is you'd buy it. Say if I was buying one for my girlfriend, I'd buy one with my face on for her. But the reason she bought me one with my own face on was because apparently my ego is that big that I'd love myself more. I think that's the idea behind it. And I wear a mankini because stylish, of course. Nice overtake around the outside. Jordans are out. They both retired at the start as well. I think Troy stalled. Frentzen ran into the back of Coulthard, and then somebody ran into the back of Frentzen. It was all a big mess.
Schumacher is running second, about
So as it
25
stands,
seconds ahead.
we would move up into third place in the constructors.
Zsombor are ready in the pits.
Oh, hello, Daniel. Yes, Barrichello retired, so we're into third for 2001 drive for the beautiful Jordan. How good was Jordan in 2001? Was that the start of their downward spiral?
Hakkinen has just put up the fastest lap of the race. Jaguar are ready in the pits.
Herbert into the pits. This is a prime opportunity for somebody like Sauber to score points. 4 out of the usual top 6 are out of the race. Barrichello's retired, Coulthard's retired, both Jordans are out. Irvine, who was in the points, is out of the race. Kicked Frentzen out ahead of his home Grand Prix. Oh yeah, what a great time to do it. What about BAR for 2001? Our contract is up at the end of the year.
Schumacher is running second, about 30 seconds ahead. You're running third.
They're the 4th fastest, but came 5th in constructors. Okay, not too bad then. Arcadia, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We'll do a poll, of course, so you guys can vote on who I'm going to drive for. This is definitely not Twitch Arcadia. I'll be streaming every day on YouTube for about 3 weeks, I think. Without fail. All I do is wake up, do some editing, set up the stream, wait a few hours, stream, end the stream, go to bed. Yes, Bence, it's been a crazy race.
Already in the pits.
Just hope that the car holds on. James Late jokes, I've heard hundreds throughout my life. This is why I have to be early to everything I do. I can never be late to work or anything like that. Because you just know what the jokes would be. But then again, if I turn up too early, people make jokes about that as well. Gotta go Prost. I think we can rule out Ferrari. And I'm tempted to rule out McLaren as well. Because Häkkinen's last season would have been the next season, right? So we could say that there's an opening for 2002. So we do not have any like contract offers for next year. I guess I'll just make a list of teams that would be interested, and then we all just vote on which team to choose. Oh my gosh. There we go. Everybody's favourite bots. The sex bots are back. Brilliant. Okay, my teammate's pitting. So that's Villeneuve into the pits.
Häkkinen is running second, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Thank you, Jose. That's nice, Lucky. That's good. P1 is Michael Schumacher. Häkkinen's just gone into the pits, so Schumacher's retaken the race lead. Watching your friend play Guitar Hero. I've never played Guitar Hero. That's the spirit, Parrot. That's what the sex bots are there for. I think it's just best not to go to a top team. Because if we go to a top team, you know, if we qualify on pole position, lead every lap, it's just... Oh, it's good. How old am I? I'm 23.
Häkkinen is running second, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running third. Prost already in the pits. Gaston Mazzacane is
Oh
stuck in
no,
fourth gear.
Mazzacane. It's my favourite F1 moment as a kid. I don't know. Maybe the first like 7 races of 2012 when there was like 7 different winners. Mazzacane out, guys. Goats and Mazzacane out the race. Max or Lewis. I'm British, so I'd say Lewis, but that's purely because of...
Already in the pits.
I like supporting the British drivers, British teams, but that's because I'm British. It's like that with every sport. Bennett and Sauber, yeah, they're all good options.
Hakkinen is running second, about 20 seconds ahead.
20-second gap to second place Hakkinen. The engine can be destroyed, so the engine can blow up. We've had that happen multiple times. The suspension failures can only happen for the AIs, although if I crashed into somebody, I could get suspension damage. You cannot have gearbox issues as far as I'm aware. Your brakes can fail. Erase Kimi from history just doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying. If we replace the driver who's worth keeping on the grid, I'll make an exception and move them to another team in place of a driver that nobody really cares about. Like, say if I don't know, replaced Kimi Räikkönen and we had to find him a space on the grid for the, I don't know, 2002 season or whatever. And Ralph Furman, who even knows who Ralph Furman is? You know, we could just replace Furman with Räikkönen.
You're running third.
As an example. I genuinely thought the first time I played this game and played through the season with Ralph Furman in, and the commentator said, Ralph Furman is, you know, has been stuck in second gear or something. I thought, Ralph Furman? Did they just make a guy up for this game? Like, is this like one of the developers? Maybe they died while developing the game and they're in the game. That's crazy. I genuinely did not realise he was a real person. No offence to Furman, but...
Minardi, already in the pits.
Oh, it must have been the VB mod playing 2003, and it must have been Valerio, the guy who voices the VB mod, saying, Ralph Furman. And I must have got very confused thinking it was a made-up character.
Hakkinen is running second, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Well, you can find a download for F1 Challenge. Q, there's a link in the download section on my Discord. That's the version I'm using. I've changed a few things about it though. It's basically the same version I've got. I mean, we could stay at BAR, but I'll put it down to a vote. Just to see what people would rather see. Okay, we need to put less fuel in the car for this stop. Let me sort that now. What we got? 19 laps to go. So I'll put 19 laps of fuel in. Like I said, guys, it'll go down to a vote. So, nearing the end of the season, we'll vote on who to drive for. I think we didn't speed. I hope we didn't speed. We're going to be well clear of my teammate.
Running second, about 30 seconds ahead.
We should have this podium locked down. Nah, we didn't speed. It's fine. What a great idea, Jax. No, I'm not brave enough for politics. "15 seconds clear of Villeneuve." Final quick stint to the finish line then. It's looking good for early, as he speaks about himself in the third person again. Favorite season is 1991. My knowledge of F1, although I know the basics, I only have in-depth knowledge from,
You're running third.
I don't know, I'd say 94 onwards. Hakkinen does not need to pit, he's going to the end. Schumacher and Hakkinen are on a one stop, they've both stopped already.
Already in the pits.
Well, I know all the basic stats, you know. I know who all the world champions are and all that, but I'd say I have good knowledge from 94 onwards, and then I have really good knowledge from 2007 onwards. That's when I actually started watching. It's Peugeot, yeah. They had a Peugeot engine.
Hakkinen is running second, about 50 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Peugeot 206 racks up to the racetrack. Yeah, I've got some books that like I like books when they're, you know, season review books or the big stat book of F1 or whatever else. In fact, I do have the 1908 season review book, the 99 season review book, and the 2000 season review book, but I'm not sure where they are. I'd like to find them. It's very nice. And I have the 2007 and 2008 hardback reviews. I think I also have the 2014 review book.
Hakkinen is running second, about 50 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Ooh. That is pretty crazy, Aaron. Crazy stat there. Yes, I think I could say every F1 champion in a row. If we go from now backwards, okay, I'll give it a go right now. I might get a few wrong, bear in mind. Okay, we'll go backwards from last year. Verstappen, 2021. 2020, Hamilton. 2019, Hamilton. 18-17 Hamilton, 16 Rosberg, 15-14 Hamilton, 13-12, 11-10 Vettel, 2009 Button, 2008 Hamilton, 2007 Raikkonen, 06-05 Alonso, 04, 03, 02, 01, 0 Schumacher, 99-98 Hakkinen, 97 Villeneuve. Let's just clear these guys. 96 Damon Hill, 95 4 Schumacher, 93 Prost, 92 Mansell, 91 Senna, 1990 Senna? Or is it Prost? This is where I get it mixed up. I'll just go with 1990. Senna. Then it's 89 Prost, 88 Senna, right? 87 PK. 86. See, I'm getting it mixed up. I know it's either PK or Prost, but see, I can't remember. Those are the ones I get mixed up on. But say if I had a big list of all the years, I can get most of them in the correct order. 86 Prost, okay. Then it's 85 Prost. 84 Lauda, I know that. 83 PK, it's got to be PK, right? 82 Rosberg. 81. Can't remember. We're on 107% AI for this race. Oh, I can't remember who 81 is. 80s. Oh. I know there's Andretti, Scheckter all around those years, but I can't remember which is which. 81 PK, okay. So then is it 80? Is that Alan Jones in 80? Then it's Scheckter 79, Andretti 78, Lauda 76, Hunt 7. No, sorry, it's Lauda 77, Hunt 76, Lauda 75, Fittipaldi 74, and then it's either Fittipaldi or Stewart. That's when I get a bit mixed up again. Like all the early 70s is like Stewart 73.
Hakkinen is running second, about 1 minute ahead.
Then we get to 70. I know that's Rint.
Third.
And then once again, I'm a bit mixed up. We're into the 60s. So I know who won in the 60s. So I know Jim Clark won in the 60s. I think Stewart won one of his championships in the 60s. Brabham won a few in the 60s. Denny Hulme won in the 60s. But I don't know. Get more mixed up. Oh yeah, Graham Hill, of course. And then the 50s is... I know 58 was Hawthorne. I know, obviously, Fangio won 5. Ascari won 2. Farina won 1950. But like I said, like, I know who won, but putting them to this... Oh, Phil Hill, yeah, of course he won one season. Was that 63? As a guess. 61. Now, Sterling Moss finished second 4 times, was it? I know the Constructors' Championship was introduced in 1958. I could not name Constructors' Champions per year. No chance. No! Villeneuve's out! He's got 10 laps to go and he's out. That's it. Double BAR points finishes off the table again. Through reliability, we'll take a replay. And do a full race update as well. That's so disappointing. Come on. What's if? Oh yeah, the big one, the big fiery one. Lots of dark smoke there. And Villeneuve is out from 4th place. He could have scored points in the first 2 races, and yet he's retired from both of them. So let's have a look. Who is in the points? So we got 1st place Schumacher. He's going to the end. He's fine. 2.8 seconds ahead of Hakkinen. It might actually get pretty close between those two. Early is still in the podium. He might be a lap down soon. Still in the podium position, though. Then we've got... You're joking. Pedro de la Rosa in 4th place. 5th place, Mika Salo. 6th place, Jenson Button. Pedro Diniz will be in 7th, Fisichella will be in 8th, Verstappen in 9th, and Herbert rounding out the top 10. Then you got Wirtz, Alesi, Heidfeld, and that's it. That's funny. That's funny. De La Rosa is on the verge of a podium if something happens to one of the top 3. Brilliant. All because Coulthard and Trulli stalled on the grid. It's caused chaos. DC stalled. Rubens Barrichello had, I think, a suspension failure or an engine failure. Salo's done very well so far. Just got to nurse it to the finish. Got about 10 laps. Might be 9 laps. Depends if we get laps before the end. Yes, Luke, David did win the title. De La Rosa's in 4th. He's a whole lap behind me. We're a whole lap clear of 4th place. Such is the craziness of this Grand Prix. Bloody hell. Diniz. 99 Japanese Grand Prix was indeed the best race of the season. Hands down, it's got to be. Some people say the European Grand Prix, but that Japanese Grand Prix, where we went from the back of the grid to 6th place. Could have been 5th place if Ralf Schumacher wasn't the fastest man alive. Mika Salo streamed on Twitch. Was he streaming on Twitch? Imagine if it was F1 Challenge. Or reacting to custom F1. Steady on there, James. Bit too much curb. The gap's coming down between Schumacher and Hakkinen. It's 2.3 seconds.
Hakkinen is running second, about 1 minute ahead.
Imagine if this goes down to a final lap shootout and they crash. James Early streaks by to win. Villeneuve retired, Aaron, about 5 laps ago. Engine failure. Painful, but that means De La Rosa is now in 4th. ...2022 Belgian Grand Prix. It's hard to say. I feel like the changes to the floor regulations to stop the flex is possibly going to hinder both Red Bull and Ferrari. I think Mercedes are going to be closer, but it's hard to look past Verstappen right now. I think he's in the form of his life, and everybody else who seems to be contenders just keep messing up. Well, most notably Ferrari. I think people will be surprised by how close Merc are. Mercedes, I don't know why I said Merc. I think they'll be much closer. I'd love a three-way fight, like three-way team fight. I remember 2017 Bahrain Grand Prix, or maybe 2018 Bahrain Grand Prix. We had it was Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and they were all within about, I don't know, 6 or 7 seconds for the first half of the race. I was just thinking, yeah, this is Formula One. This is what it's about. 3 teams all battling for first place. Brilliant. You live close to the Interlagos circuit. That's awesome. I think it's the best circuit in the world. That wasn't 2018. What was it? 2017? Or not 2019. No, it was definitely not 2019. It must have been 2017 then. Yeah, it was the race that I think Verstappen got break by a wire issue when he retired at turn 4 after coming out the pits. What team do I support? Notts County. Leicester's pretty close to me. I uploaded a video of Leicester City winning the Premier League. I've deleted it now, but I think it got about 1.5 million views, and I realised all my subscribers were coming from a video that had nothing to do with F1 Challenge, so I deleted it. I'm about, yeah, if I was to drive to Leicester, it would probably take me about 25-30 minutes. Why not just private it? Because it was messing up the analytics, and if I privated it, it would still say on my channel I've got 1 point something million views, so I had to delete it. So I didn't want it to be like a fake level of success, saying, oh, my channel's got, you know, so many millions of views, when really it hasn't. So I wanted to delete it because I didn't own it anyway. It's, you know, Sky Sports property. They have the commercial rights to the Premier League. I didn't feel good with it. We're almost lapped, I think. That's awesome, Marcelo.
Hakkinen is running second, about 1 minute ahead. You're running third.
Crofty will be better as a footy commentator. I agree. Some people don't agree with me on my opinion of David Croft, but I think he's just a general sports commentator rather than specifically an F1 commentator. Hence why he's commentated on other sports as well. Like, I knew him as a boxing commentator before I knew him as a Formula 1 commentator. And a darts commentator as well. Oh, I think Schumacher's pulled away from Hakkinen now. They must have been caught behind some back marker traffic. I think motorsport commentary is a very, very difficult thing to get into. Oh, early on, James. Do not one-hand the wheel.
Running second, about 1 minute ahead. You're running third.
Do I have a favourite darts player? I don't actually. No, I don't. There's some I like watching just because it's funny. Like German Price, because he's just funny to watch. Cube doubled. Yeah, it's been a crazy race. All started because Trulli and Coulthard stalled on the grid. About 8 drivers were affected. We've had Rubens Barrichello retire. Villeneuve was 4th, and then he retired as well. It's only one Phil Taylor. I remember asking my granddad, this is years ago. I remember asking him, if you could be one other person for one day, who would you be? He said, Phil the Power Taylor.
First blue, give way to the car behind when you can.
Palmer Juan, it's been a crazy race. Madness. Exactly, just like Jose says, absolute madness. I might let Mr. Schumacher through here.
Is running second, about 1 minute ahead. You're running third. Mika Hakkinen has just put up the fastest lap.
I thought I was going to say Mika Hakkinen's now suspension. Go on. Go on. You can do it. I'm in no rush. So is Spa off the calendar? Like, what is the news regarding Spa? Is it not on the calendar next year? Oh my gosh, James, don't throw it away now. Hippity hoppity, yep, it's been a crazy race, guys.
First blue, give way to the car behind when you can.
I'll let Hakkinen through now. Go on. Oh, bloody hell. If he wants any chance at winning, he's got just over a lap to catch Schumacher. And Schumacher's got back markers. Go on, Hakkinen, make it exciting. Do it for me.
Hakkinen is running second, more than a lap ahead.
Thank you for that.
You're running third.
More than a lap ahead. Sounds a bit rough, but we are in third. How many podiums do we have? We've got one. We got one in our first season, which was a crazy one. We had to really fight for it, but this one's been a walk in the park. I think there's still about 12 drivers left. 13 maybe. The leaders are on the last lap, so we're on the last lap as well. What a race. It's been easy. This has been the easiest points finish ever. It was gifted to us. That turn 1, lap 1. I'll just stay behind these guys because I don't want to have to do another lap. Imagine if they crash now. Go on, Hakkinen. This is your chance, mate. No. Just going to stay behind Button. There we go.
Schumacher has won the race.
That's the race. That's the finish.
Has finished in second position.
Done it.
Well done, you finished third.
Sorted. Third place. Easy podium. Brilliant. Hello, Sar. How you doing, man? Schumi hit Jensen last corner. 5 second. It's a 5 second time penalty. Mika Hakkinen wins. Damn, this season's turning out to be very good. Our initial aim was to get 20 points this year, but we've got 6 points in the first 2 races. Lovely. I'll take that.
At the end of an amazing Brazilian Grand Prix.
An amazing Brazilian Grand Prix.
Schumacher first. Mika Hakkinen second. The BAR driver third.
That's the BAR driver, that's me.
De La Rosa fourth.
De La Rosa points. Salo points. Sauber getting points for the first time in a year and a half.
Sixth.
Jensen Button his first points in Formula 1. It's a whole day of firsts. Oh my gosh, crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy. Villeneuve, I can't believe he got stupid engine failure. But, I mean, it did allow Button to score his first point. Jarno Trulli was 22nd. Coulthard 21st. We had 4 retirements in the first 2 laps. Fastest lap, I think, went to Hakkinen. Yeah, a 1:11.301. Brilliant. Amazing. It was a mad one. It was a crazy one. Brilliant. Let's have a look at the championship standings. We qualified in 9th.
With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated.
Third in the championship.
Michael Schumacher extends his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship.
Is James Early a championship contender? Oh my gosh. Third in the championship. Tied with Barrichello. Amazing.
Ferrari move further ahead at the top of the Constructors' Championship.
Third in the
McLaren
Constructors.
are second, whilst third place is held by BAR.
Lovely. And now we've had 7 teams score points already. Jaguar, Benetton, Prost and Minardi yet to score, but Sauber scoring points. That's pretty good. Villeneuve should be on 4 points right now, I think. Next race is San Marino. I'm going to see if I can find a better version of San Marino so they're not all crashing going into the pit lane. That's what I'm going to try and do. If anybody has a version, a good version, feel free to contact me on Discord about it because I do need a nice version. 19, I don't want the old layout though. I need the layout that was used in 2000. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't given the stream a like, give it a thumbs up. And what else? Join the Discord. Link is in the description. I'm going to go now and I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll watch some TV or YouTube. Anyway, goodbye. See ya.